Good evening and welcome to Primetime News, live from the Newsfirst Centre here in Colombo. I'm Madhushka Balasurya.
And I'm Shrathasekara. Let's start off with a look at your headlines.
The headlines on Newsfirst at 9.
3, including the wife of the chairman of the Delft Pradeshya Sabha, arrested in connection with his murder. Customs seized 74,000 litres of ethanol smuggled into the country on the pretext of importing tar. Chairman of the Rajangane Pradeshya Sabha loses his position as a result of the second defeat of the council's budget. Sri Lanka overcomes Ireland in the Six Nations netball tournament.
Newsfirst at 9.
Now, in your top story tonight, the wife of the chairman of the Delft Pradeshya Sabha and the opposition leader of the Northern Province, K. Kamalendran, have been taken into custody by the Criminal Investigations Department in connection to the murder of the Delft Pradeshya Sabha chairman.
That's right. The police media spokesperson said that an assistant serving at the office of the Northern Province opposition leader has also been arrested.
Daniel Rexigan, the chairman of the Delft Pradeshya Sabha, was shot dead last Tuesday. A 9mm pistol, 11 rounds of ammunition and a motorbike used by the two suspects to flee after committing the crime were taken into police custody. Daniel Rexigan was found dead inside his home, located in the Punkodu Tivu Island, while his wife had informed the police that her husband had committed suicide after consuming poison. However, the post-mortem examination had revealed that Rexigan had been murdered, and investigations into the incident were handed over to the Criminal Investigations Department. The police media spokesperson said that the CID officers had made a breakthrough in the case in a short period of 5 days. The suspects who were produced before the Kites Magistrate Court were remanded until the 17th of this month.
Now you can find more details on the murder of the Delft Pradeshya Sabha chairman at our website www.newsfirst.lk.
And now the position of the chairman of the Rajangane Pradeshya Sabha, Vimarshana Prabhat Vithana, has been annulled.
Yes, this was caused by the second defeat of the Pradeshya Sabha's budget for the coming year.
Commissioner of Local Government in the North Central Province, WTA Marnell, said that the chairman of the Rajangane Pradeshya Sabha, the Chief Minister of the North Central Province, the Minister of Provincial Councils and Local Government and the Elections Commissioner had been informed of the invalidation of the chairman's position. She added that another member of the Pradeshya Sabha would be appointed as acting chairman. The Rajangane Pradeshya Sabha, which is governed by the United People's Freedom Alliance, comprises of 7 government members and 2 opposition members. The first vote on the Pradeshya Sabha's budget for 2014 was called on the 7th of November and received only 1 vote for. The budget was defeated with a majority of 3 votes in the second round of voting on the 11th of November. Meanwhile, the budget of the Wattala Mabola Pradeshya Sabha was defeated in the first round of voting today. The budget received 8 votes for and 11 against. At times, the deputy chairman waits to see if he will get power. He opposed it because he wants the position of chairman. The others too are acting for their own benefits. We are truly disappointed. While a second round of voting can be called for on the budget of the Wattala Mabola Pradeshya Sabha, if it is defeated again, the chairman could lose his position. The budget of the Kasbah Pradeshya Sabha too was defeated in the first round of voting yesterday. Several Pradeshya Sabha chairmen lost their position in the recent past as a result of the consecutive defeats of their budgets. The chairman of the Palyagoda Pradeshya Sabha, Nihal Ananda, lost his position on the 27th of November following the second defeat of the budget. The deputy chairman of the Pradeshya Sabha was appointed as acting chairman by the chief minister of the Western Province. The chairman of the Mirigama Pradeshya Sabha, Ananda Premachandra Ranavira too, lost his position following the second defeat of the budget, and the deputy chairman was appointed as the acting chairman of the Pradeshya Sabha. The deputy chairman and several members band together against the chairman because of problems they have with preferential votes and the like, and defeat the budget presented by the chairman even if it is an acceptable one. They band together and defeat the budget in the hope that the chairman will be sent home and the deputy chairman will become chairman. but they are unaware that this will not happen. In instances where the budget has been defeated twice and the chairmen have had to legitimately resign, we will allocate time and convene everyone involved, the Pradeshya Sabha group and the electorate organizer, and we will take a decision as the Sri Lanka Freedom Party and the United People's Freedom Alliance. If not, we can dissolve such local government institutions and place the administration of those councils under a commissioner.
In more local news, customs officers have discovered over 74,000 litres of ethanol which had been smuggled into the country on the pretext of importing tar.
That's right. The Customs Department says that if the stock of ethanol had been brought to the country would have been deprived of about 112 million rupees in tax revenue.
Customs took over custody of 7 suspicious containers which had been brought to the country on the 27th of November in Orgodavatta. The containers were seized after the Customs Department received information that the containers had a cargo of spirits. The containers were opened in the presence of the officials, including the Commissioner General of Excise and the Director General of Customs. The stock of ethanol had been brought down in the name of an individual residing in Bandaragama.
එම රේගු පරීක්ෂාවේදී ඒ තුල තිබූ එතනෝල් මද්‍යසාර අඩංගු බැරල් 392කුත්
392 barrels of ethanol and 168 barrels of tar discovered during the customs inspection have been retained for investigations. The stock is valued at about 82 million rupees and the tax revenue that would have been lost would be about 112 million rupees.
වන අතර එමගින් රජයට අහිමි වූ මුළු තීරුබදු ප්‍රමාණය මිලියන 112ක්
මේක රටට විශේෂයෙන් මේ ෆෙස්ටිවල් සීසන් එකේ උත්සව අවස්ථාවේදී මේව රටට මේ පුද්ගලයන්ට මේ
Given that it was brought in during the festival season, I believe that it has been brought down for consumption. We will take steps in the future as well. The intelligence arm of the Customs Department is vigilant and will take steps during the festive season to seize stocks that are imported illegally and to bring them within the net of the law if they are preparing to import illegally.
කිරීමට තිබෙනවා නම් ඒවා අපේ නීතිය රැහැනට හසු කරගන්නට.
Meanwhile, a stock of sandalwood and kothalehimutu, which were to be smuggled out of the country to Japan, were seized by the customs today and handed over to the Ayurveda department.
Suspect who smuggled in 65,000 litres of ethanol on the pretext of importing turpentine remanded. Excise Department seizes container with a cargo of ethanol smuggled in on the pretext of importing turpentine. Today, 74,000 litres of ethanol smuggled in on the pretext of importing tar. For whom it may concern.
Welcome back. Now, the military spokesperson joining the press release program today commented on a statement made to a newspaper by Lakshman Hulugalla, claiming that he is still the Director General of the Media Centre for National Security even after the MCNS was abolished.
It was reported in certain newspapers today about the position of Director General of the Media Centre for National Security. It is mentioned that the former Director General states he is still the Director General of the Media Centre for National Security. There are other newspapers that report that the position of Director General remains. In truth, this is a position in the state service. Can you tell us something about this?
මම හිතන්නේ එය පවතින තත්ත්වය පිළිබඳව හරිය වැටහීමකින් තොරව සිදු කරන ලද
I believe this could be a statement made without fully understanding the existing situation. You are aware that apart from holding the position of Director General of the Media Centre for National Security, Lakshman Hulugalla also holds various other positions. Therefore, even if the position of Director General no longer exists with the Media Centre for National Security being abolished, all other positions still exist.
අධ්‍යක්ෂක ජනරාල් තනතුර තවදුරටත් නොපැවතුනත් එතුමාගේ අනිකුත් සියලුම තනතුරු ඒ ආකාරයෙන් පවතිනවා.
President's counsel Buwana Kaluvihare was sworn in as a justice of the Supreme Court before President Mahinda Rajapaksa today. The swearing-in ceremony was held today at Temple Trees. Secretary to the President Lalit Veeratunga was also present at the swearing-in ceremony.
And now a book entitled Dharma Bandhagarya, also known as The Treasury of Dhamma, a book on Dhamma featuring illustrations, was presented to President Mahinda Rajapaksa today. The book is authored by Chief Prelate of Singapore, Venerable Veragoda Sarada Thero. The first edition of the book was presented to the head of state at the President's office.
Now, the media serves as a voice for the voiceless. Experts opine that this is a prominent factor in upholding democracy in a nation.
In a pluralistic society with multiple ethnicities, religions and cultures, the media plays a vital role in bringing social problems to the fore and bringing information to the public. Experts opine that the ability to provide various angles on strikes, demonstrations, hunger strikes and other forms of public protest aids in the upholding of democracy.
That in Sri Lanka, those who talk about media freedom are prepared to lend it to foreign organizations, some of which act in a most harmful manner against Sri Lanka. They do not mind bringing disrepute to Sri Lanka, but they still go to safeguard them, while at the same time they take action against the local media. Because politicians have this habit of doing some things for their political gain. But remember, people are the best judges of the media, and people know, because people have to each day be subjected to the media, both for their learning process and for acquiring knowledge.
Experts point out that it is a responsibility of both those in power and those in opposition to ensure that the media is not repressed and that it is widespread.
If you have a situation in a country where the state media or indeed private media threatens media institutions, that is a major affront and undermining of democracy. In a functioning democracy, the media is a key institution. It is a key actor and a key agent. As much as the media is expected to uphold the highest professional standards, the state and private individuals or private institutions or agents should not be trying to threaten and undermine media freedom.